Hello everyone and welcome to what will be a Clash Royale win condition tier list. S to D for all win conditions in Clash Royale. Okay, to start with we have Bandit. In my opinion, Bandit's A tier. Because for 3 elixir, the amount of damage it can do, and you can't hit it while it's dashing, and just the dash itself does so much damage. And I just think it's a really good win condition for 3 elixir. Next up, we have Bloon, which, in my opinion, is straight to S tier. It does so much damage for 5 elixir and has decent health. When you pair it with other cards, it can do insane, it's just insane. Like Lumberjack, Skeleton Barrel, just you name it. It's so good to be paired with. Battle Ram, I would have put it in C tier or maybe even D, but after the buff, I think it deserves B tier. E-Barbs. Oh, it's one of those cards. It's good when it's used right. I hate it. I'm going to put it in B tier, I think. Giant. Just not seen that much. I think there's other better tank cards. I'll put it in the top of C tier. Goblin Barrel probably can be countered by Log. Can't be counted by Fire Spirit anymore. I'm actually going to put in A tier, I think, just because, again, when a tank is in front of it or something, it's really good. And Log Bait decks, of course. Next up, we have Goblin Giant, which is only good for one deck, and that's the Spiky deck. But other than that, it's just, I'd almost put it in D tier. I'll put it in C. Golem's really expensive, but has tons of health and does solid damage. I think all around pretty good. I'll put it in B tier. Graveyard, well, I think it's if I'm putting it in A tier, it's going to be pretty low, but B, it's going to be pretty high because the Mother Witch got debuffed, meaning the Graveyard's back in business. Like, before I would have put the Graveyard C tier, probably not D, C tier, so I think Graveyard deserves B tier just because of the Mother Witches not being played as much after the buff. Debuff. Hog Rider, you see it in Hog 2.6. I'll put it in the top of B tier, I think. It's a good card, solid. For 4 elixir, it does quite a bit. Lava Hound, there's Lava Loon decks, Graveyard sort of decks. I'll put it in B tier. I think it deserves B tier. Okay, Miner, in my opinion, just doesn't do much damage. It's got a solid amount of health. I'll put it in C tier. Mortar. I'm not very good at using mortars, but some people can be really good at it, so I think B tier it'll go. Ram Rider, I'm going to put in A tier just because it can turn someone else's counter into a counter push of your own. So like it can stop a balloon and then just turn it into a counter push. It has tons of health. Doesn't do too much damage. Like, it's not like the Prince, but I think it deserves A tier. Okay, Rocket Cycle. I reckon I'll put Rocket in B tier because it can take out. It does a lot of damage when it's high level and can take out quite a few things. Royal Ghost. I'll put it. There's so many things going in B tier, but it sort of has to go in B tier as well. I'm going to put it in B tier just because very solid, it's really solid at attacking and defending, which is really good. So it's a bit like the Ram Rider, it can turn defense. Like, you can defend a Goblin Barrel, sort of, and then you just attack because it goes invisible again. I reckon it's a good card. I'll put it in B tier. Royal Giant. Oh my god. Royal Giant can be really good. It's got really good range, good damage, mediocre health. I've got to put it in B tier again. Okay, Hogs, Royal Hogs. Probably put them. There's so much hype about them right now, good, but I just feel like there's so many counters. I'll put it in the bottom of A tier. Like, there's Bomb Tower, Valkyrie, Bomber, Dark Prince. There's just quite a few counters. Skeleton Barrel. I actually like this card because I pair it with Balloon and do Speedy Balloon. I'll put it in... Oh, actually not A tier. I'll put it in high B tier. Sparky, just don't see it that much. I mean, there's E-Giant, Goblin Giant. That's sort of all you see it with, but I'm probably going to put it in C tier. I just don't like it that much. Three Musketeers, I'm sorry, it's just countered by so many spells and splash units and everything, basically. Wall Breakers. I'm actually going to put Wall Breakers in A tier, just for the fact, if you have them high enough level, they're like almost guaranteed to hit in the tower, split in the middle, like, really good. 2 Elixir as well. Expo. Oh, Expo. I'm actually going to put Expo in C tier, I think, just for 6 Elixir. Like, you're going to be a really good player to get people to not distract it, and I just feel like I can counter it, not too, like, hard, like, I feel like it's not too hard to counter, so I'm going to keep it in C tier, and that is the tier list. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Also, please consider subscribing.